This sad monkey's comeback story saved a zoo. This is the loneliest monkey in the world. His own mom rejected him, and the other monkeys bullied him so much, his only friend was this stuffed toy. He was completely alone. But what happened next is insane. In just a few weeks, this one monkey went so viral, he literally saved the zoo he lived in. This is how a sad monkey accidentally became a business genius. Our story starts right here, on Monkey Mountain, at the Ichikawa City Zoo in Japan. This place is home to a huge troop of snow monkeys. A few months ago, this tiny macaque, Punch, was born in July 2025. But something terrible happened right away. His own mom wanted nothing to do with him. A rare but devastating event. If this was the wild, he would have been dead. So zookeepers stepped in and raised him by hand, feeding him milk and literally keeping him alive. Their main goal was to get him back with the other monkeys. So, in January 2026, when he was about 7 months old, they put him back in the enclosure. And it was absolutely brutal. See, in the monkey world, your mom's status is everything. Without one, Punch was a complete nobody. The other monkeys were suspicious and often intimidated him. There are actual videos of him getting chased, pushed around, and even dragged by another monkey. He was learning how to survive, and he was doing it all alone. The keepers saw he desperately needed comfort to build his strength and feel safe. So after trying rolled-up towels, they gave him this, an orangutan stuffed animal. And it changed everything. This toy basically became his mom. He held on to it 24/7. In a world of rejection, it was the only friend he had. And then, just a few weeks ago, this happened. A visitor filmed Punch getting bullied by the other monkeys. But watch what he does. He scrambles away, grabs his stuffed orangutan, and just hugs it for dear life. That one moment was all it took. The video exploded. I'm not even kidding. Within days, it had millions of views on platforms like TikTok and X. Everyone felt this. The image of this tiny creature finding comfort in his toy hit people right in the heart. Major news outlets like the BBC and the New York Times started covering it, and Punch became a legit internet celebrity overnight. The hashtag #HangInTherePunch started trending globally. People were making fan art. The entire world was suddenly obsessed with this one little monkey. Now, some experts tried to say this wasn't really bullying. It was just normal, harsh social learning for a young monkey. The zoo even asked people to focus on his resilience, but nobody cared. The internet had decided he was the ultimate underdog. Punch and his toy became a symbol for never giving up. And this viral feeling was about to create a real-world economic boom. This viral video didn't just stay on your phone. It completely changed the real world for a massive company and a tiny zoo. First, the toy. That stuffed orangutan is from IKEA's Djungelskog line, and it became an instant icon. They started selling out in Japan, then everywhere, with stores in places like Singapore and Canada running out of stock. IKEA workers had no idea why people were suddenly begging for this one specific toy. With the official toy gone, people started reselling it online. A toy that normally costs about $20 was being listed for over $100, with some selling for as high as $300. This monkey accidentally became the most effective influencer on the planet. IKEA went all in. Their social media called it Punch's Comfort Orangutan and said, "We're all Punch's family now." The president of IKEA Japan showed up at the zoo and donated a truckload of stuffed animals to make sure Punch would never be lonely again. They got millions of dollars of free press just by being cool. But the craziest part was what happened to the Ichikawa City Zoo. This is a small local zoo that usually operates quietly. But after the video, it was swarmed with people. Over one weekend, more than 6,000 people showed up in a single day, with lines to get in that were up to 2 hours long. People drove for hours to see a little symbol of resilience they connected with online. This flood of visitors meant a gigantic explosion of revenue, a financial lifeline delivered by a 7-month-old macaque and his stuffed toy. His comeback story was literally saving the zoo that saved him. So what about Punch? While the world was going crazy, he was actually getting stronger. Zookeepers said he had incredible mental strength. And then, new, hopeful videos started popping up. You could see another monkey grooming him, a gigantic sign of acceptance. He was spotted playing with other young monkeys, and even got a full-on hug from an older macaque named Onsing. He was finally part of the family. He still carried his toy everywhere, but people started to notice he'd sometimes leave it behind to go play. A small step, but it was huge. His world was finally bigger than his one stuffed friend. In the end, the zoo wasn't saved by some genius marketing plan or a huge budget. It was saved because the entire world fell in love with a story about a little guy who refused to give up. It just proves that sometimes the most powerful thing in business is an underdog who just keeps fighting. Punch's story is completely wild. One viral video, the power of the internet, and a timeless story about an outsider finding his home. He has no idea he's famous. He doesn't know he's a case study. He was just a lonely monkey who wanted a friend. And by doing that, he captured the hearts of millions and showed how one small, true story can change everything.